everyone, it's Fiona from Lavender Blue. Welcome back to my channel. So I have a new mini junk journal kit for you. These are my 3" by 4.5" mini journals. I bring out at least one every month, sometimes a couple. So this one is winter. It's Winter Wonderland, so it's just got a winterish theme. Now it's got a few pages, so these pages here are the backing pages, and I've printed them out with nothing on the back. I've got some different snowflakes here, 3 different ones, but I've also printed them onto the back of my pages. So let's have a look. The pages, we have 10 double pages all up. So we've got these ones here, and that I've just put that on the back. Got these ones here. Now this is in my Etsy shop, but if you're a Ko-fi subscriber, a monthly subscriber, you get this free. You always get the mini journals free. All my links are in my description box if you want to find my Ko-fi site or coffee site. I'm not sure what it's called. Some people call it Ko-fi, and since then someone has said that you pronounce it coffee, so my coffee site. Okay, so those are the pages. Now these are the bits of ephemera, pockets and so forth. Now of course you can add your own, and I've put these cute little wintry animals, like there's some rabbits, deer, some foxes, what else, there's Highland cows, and you can see as per and owls. You can see as per usual I've got the little diagram in the corner of how you use the elements on the page. And as I said in my last mini journal tutorial, you don't have to use them side by side. So pockets and cards could go on one page, and then this one, which goes with the folding card, you know, could go on any other page. They don't have to be next to each other. I mean, it's your journal, so. And we have some more here. There's cute little foxes there. Some more here. And that is the kit. So if you remember in my last video, I had a free box template that was a freebie to everyone in my Facebook group and on my coffee page. It's also on my website. If you're a newsletter subscriber, you'll be able to download that from my website. So we made the little slider box. So the slider box template is especially for our mini journals. So this is the one that I made last week. And if you haven't put it together yet, even easier probably, because you can, you know, like cover and mat your pages onto your box before you actually glue it all down. But I'm going to do mine after it's put together, because I've already put it together. So that's the little box, but I think I will deal with that last. Actually, but before I start, because I'm going to make my cover, I just want to make sure. So 3 6 or 7/8 by 5. Yeah, I want to make sure I'm not going to make my cover too big. 3 7/8 by 5. And I'll show you how I'm going to work out what size I want my cover to be. And I'm using a box. It's a fairly thick card, just an old cat food packaging box. I have lots of cat food boxes because I've got a big cat and he's always hungry. So, and it's fairly sturdy, and that's what I wanted for this little journal. Now what I'm going to do first, and it's a good idea if you do this, like, you know, even though it says these mini journals are 3" by 4.5, it actually depends on your printer and your sort of printer settings as to what size the pages actually turn out. So they could differ from printer to printer. So I would measure first to make sure, because you want it to fit in your box, and you know, you want to decide what size you want cover. So this is, see, mine's actually 3 1/8 the actual page, so it's slightly bigger than 3, and then it's, yep, 4 3/4. So I think I didn't print mine on shrink to fit. I printed it on a fill page because I could see that they were all going to fit without me shrinking them a little bit. So they probably come out a bit larger, but just make sure whatever setting you use it for every page, including the ephemera, because the ephemera and stuff, the pockets are made to actually, you know, just fit in the pages. So have them all on the same. Okay, so if this is, I only want it slightly bigger that way. I don't, you know, I don't really want it huge. Because I don't mind my pages sticking out just a little bit. So I'm just going to make it, I think 3 3/8 should be wide enough. And then, well, I normally do it the same size this way. So 3 3/8 by 4 3/4. I think that'll be enough. Just writing it down so I don't forget. So however, you know, wide you want to go, you might want to allow for bits of lace or whatever that you add to the edge of your pages. That's up to you. And then the height. So mine's going to be 4 3/4 high. Okay, so I'll just, I'm going to come in and let's have a look at the height of this. Yeah, so I can get it in that way fine. So I'll use this little bit here for my spine. Now my spine, I think I'm going to make it 3/4 of an inch. I'll just cut this down, and then I can probably use my paper trimmer to finish it off. I'm thinking if I put my measurements on here first. Actually, how wide is this? So I said, what did I say? 3 7/8. That can't be right. Hang on a second. Oh, that was my box measurement. 3 7/8. Right. 3 3/8. Can I fit that in twice? Yes, I can. So I can just use, oh, I can't use that one because it's got that, but I can just use this panel. And I will cut this panel off to be my, cut my spine out of it. Okay, so you probably don't need to see me doing this. I'm going to measure the sizes that I worked out, and I'm going to go ahead and cut out my cover, and I'll be back. Okay, so I've cut my covers out and my spine. Now, in between your spine and your front and back covers, you want to leave a little gap. I'd say a couple of millimeters, or a 1/16 of an inch, maybe an 1/8 of an inch, depending on the thickness of your card. So generally they say make it one thickness of your card. You can't really see here, but I've made it a little bit wider. being that it is a small journal, a mini journal, and often when you're working with smaller things, there's more room for them to, how should I say, for things to sort of not fit. So I've just made sure I've got a little space there. And I like to, first of all, stick them together with just paper tape. So this is just a paper packaging tape that you could get in most office supply stores. But you could use masking tape. So I'll just do this to hold it together. Off and just wrap that around. Here we go. So now I've got plenty of room for it to open and close. So I think I want this as the outside only because it's got a smoother finish. So on the inside here it's kind of rough. Actually, it's not too bad. So I'm just a little bit worried about these patterns showing through the paper. I mean, it's easily fixed. You can paint it with gesso or white paint, or you can cover this first with white paper to make sure this doesn't show through. Now, I'm not quite sure what I'm using yet for the cover, so I might, but I do have this kind of greyish blue that I thought I could initially cover that in, and then put my whatever I want to cover, whatever I want to actually cover it with over the top of that. So I might do that. This was just some spare paper that I had. Now, right, so, but I'm going to deal with the cover later. So I'm going to cut out all the pages and the ephemera ready to go, and I'll get my signatures ready and I'll be right back. So I've cut out all my pages, and I actually tore mine with my tearing ruler, just so that I would get this nice deckled edge, because I quite like the look of that. And I've got 5 of the printable pages in each signature, and then I've got a couple of coffee dyed papers that I've added, and they're just they were just a plain, like from a plain notebook, and I've just yeah, coffee dyed them. So they're a bit smaller, but that's okay. So I've just added them into the bottom like that. I think I just put, was it 2? I think I just put 2 in each signature. Well, that goes in there, doesn't it? Yeah, so that's 7 pages. So that's 14 when they're folded. So 28 pages front and back in each signature. So when I put it in my little cover, that's going to fit really nicely. Because we've got to add all our bits and pieces as well yet. So I will go ahead and ink these up around the edges. I've got, this is the only blue that I have, and it's a broken china. So I'll see what that one looks like, and if I don't like it, I will just use a brown. Let's have a look. I don't use my coloured inks very often, so, but actually that one's nice and juicy. And yep, I'm quite liking that. So I won't do them all now, but on the camera. But yeah, I think that blue looks fine. And there. So yeah, so that is broken china from Tim Holtz Distress Inks. And I'll just finish this one while I'm doing it. I like to do my creases as well. I don't know why, because you probably won't see them, but so I will be doing that. And now I just want to, that's upside down, is it? I just want to cover the cover because I want to put a pocket or something on the inside cover. So, and I've got all the ephemera cut out for that. Just going to cut this down to roughly having about 1/2 inch all the way around. My craft knife, about, oh, wasn't very too good, was it? There. And about here. Now this is just to cover up the colours on the box, just to make sure they don't. I don't think they would show through the paper, but that's okay because every little bit adds extra strength to the cover anyway. So I'm just going to put glue around like this. I'm not even going to go all over. I'm just going to go around the edges because I don't want it buckling. So this is just to glue it down initially. So I will put some extra on the spine. And these edges. There we go. Then I'll just get my bone folder. I can use a ruler. I'm just going to be gentle because the glue is still wet. There we go. And now just to miter the corners. Cut into the corners here. And you can cut also into these parts. That, and you can cut them on a little bit of an angle as well. It's just taking out the bulk when you do this. This paper is fairly thin, so it probably doesn't matter all that much. But I think it'll be a bit neater if I do this. Here we go. Making a big mess today. Not that that's any different to usual. Okay, so I'll first go around the very edge with some glue here. And then up and around like this. And And then I'll decorate this cover obviously further with some of the paper from the kit. I might print out, I'm not sure, one of the journaling cards I might print out again to put on the cover. We'll see. I have a couple of things in mind for the cover. So we just push it down like that. I haven't got glue on this one. They're cute, these little mini journals, aren't they? Because you can, if you wanted to, you could, you know, make it just like a larger junk journal and do all the embellishments and things, and but in mini form. There we go. And see how that's taken out the bulk in these bits that fold, because I probably would have buckled up if I hadn't have cut that. Okay, that's good. We can't see any of the pattern underneath now. So see, I didn't actually put the glue all over because this paper would have buckled. You can see on here it's buckled a little bit, but I'll be covering the spine. But this is all completely smooth. So inside covers, I'm actually going to cut down some of the paper here that I have, the backing paper. But I think I want like this in the middle, so I'm going to have to maybe not, maybe just one half of it, the top or bottom of it would look nice. But yeah, I think it would look nice with this towards the centre. So I'm going to go ahead and measure and cut that out, and I'll cut out my pieces for my front and back, and I'll come back. Okay, so these are all cut out, and then I have cut out a piece for the spine, and it is 1.5 inches wide. So that's going to go, it could go either way. It could go on the top, or it could go in first. I think I'd like to put it in first though. So I'll just put glue on this bit. I need to pull that little thing back there. I'm hoping you can hear me okay. I've got my air conditioning on. It's really, really hot here today. It's been pretty hot all week. Today is extra hot. So just making sure I've got it fairly even on both sides, and top and bottom. So I cut mine to around about 1/8 of an inch shorter than the cover, and same with the width of my panels, about 1/8 of an inch smaller. So I just need to slowly to that crease. And then on this side. It usually buckles a little bit when you do this, but I don't think it'll be too bad. I just need a bit more glue there. Doesn't want to stick, does it? Glue. So it's when you undo it or unfold it that it wants to pull back and not glue. So just have to, you know, persevere with it. Okay, so that's better. Now these will be underneath these pieces of paper anyway. I just want to see which one. I think I want this one. No, I don't think I want that one on the cover because I'll probably cover this bit up. So I might put that one inside there. And then this one here maybe. And I think I'll have this one on the front cover. So they'll just go in like that. Well, that's straight enough. There we go. I'm going to need a bit more glue under this, I think. That would look nice on there, but then I'm thinking of adding something else, so I don't know if I should. No, I'm going to put it on here. Okay. Yeah, so this seems a little bit tall though, actually. Oh, it'll do. It's not too bad. So that's going on the front. Oh, actually, I want to glue, before that goes down, I want to glue my ribbon on here for my closure. I'm kind of deciding, I quite like this. Let's just cut this off. Tape. And so, if you're using a ribbon closure, I thought about eyelets, but I think I'll do just tie some ribbon. So some fabric glue or some tacky glue. I think this is fabric glue. Not sure if it's going to come out though. So about the middle, and you could use tape for this, you know, double-sided tape. So I'm gluing it under there, and then glue this over the top. You can also do this, put your ribbon, you can put it under the inside paper if you wanted to. Some people do it like that. I don't think it really matters either way, but I think I prefer under the cover, because then when you're tying them together you're pulling downwards, whereas if you put it in here, you're kind of lifting that paper when you go to tie it. So I'm just going to guess how much I might need to tie a bow. And then before I glue on this one, I will line this one up. And let's see. Do that. And I'm ready to glue my paper down. And there we are. Okay. Now this one looks a bit smaller. So much for my measuring. It's okay. I'm going to put something over the spine, so I'm not too worried about that at the moment. Probably some lace. Now, so to cut this one about the same. There we go. It's about the same, I think. Sorry, you can't really see what I'm doing. I was just pulling it up and getting the other side the same, roughly the same, so there we go. So this is going to tie close like this, but I'll do a bow, so that should look nice. Okay, so that's coming together. So what I'm going to start on now is my adding ephemera to my signatures. So I'm just going to prepare all of my little bits and pieces and come back. Okay, so I have organised my pieces of ephemera and got them ready to put into my journal. So I'll show you what I think I might do. But first of all, for the cover, I thought about, if you remember these a couple of weeks ago, my printable snow globes, these were a freebie Friday. I was looking at this one and it's very, very similar in the colours and the design to a lot of the pages. So I was thinking, I'm not sure, but I'm thinking about adding this onto the cover. If I don't put it onto the cover of the journal, I may put it onto the box. So that was a thought, either that or we've got this little section here, which is this little pocket and this cute little fox tag, and I've put some eyelash trim in there, and I've put a little, you can see that, that's a snowflake. Now I've used, for the window of mine, I used, you can use acetate of course, but I had one of those little cellophane bags. Yeah, here's the rest of it here, those little bags, and I just used some of the plastic off of that for my little window. So I was thinking maybe also I would have liked that on the cover, so because I think that just looks really cute, and then you can still pull out your little tag and you can write what you like on the back there. So I may still do that. Okay, so then I've got my little cards ready. All I've done is added some words there, and I've put this on some of my pieces. I've put this it's like a trim. It was gifted to me years ago, so it's got like well, it's wool really, so for knitting I think, or yarn. So it's got that, and then it's got the little bits of sort of eyelash trim running through as well, and it just looks it kind of, you know, mimics snow, so I thought that was really cute. And then this pile here, I've done the same thing on this pocket here, and that's going to go like that, and then this little tag's going in there, and I've put the eyelash trim, and then on the other, that's this one, on the other side you've got another little pocket and a card there, so I'll put some more up there on the cute little rabbit, and then this is some silver sort of ribbon or trim that I've got that I've just glued onto some of them, and a bit of sparkle. So that one, this one comes like this in a roll. So I think I got this one from Temu. So I put it on that one, and then we've got this little element here. So this one with the envelope, and I've put a little, just a little, you know, what do you call those, flat back rhinestone things on there, and I had a little bit of blue eyelash trim, so I've used that on this one. And I'm thinking of putting this inside the inside cover there to add a little bit of interest. And then you've got the double pocket here, and I've added a bit of blue lace, and then the little booklet thingy. Well, you can glue it together and use it just as a card, but I've left it open and just put some words on there, cultivate kindness. And then the last one, these ones here, I've left the little booklet as is, and that's going to go into this little pocket here. Then I've added that silver trim again, and then I've added it to the other little pockets where we will have the little owl and the little fox inside there. So that's how I've prepared mine. So I'm just going to I'll go and put everything together, and then we'll come back, sew the signatures in, and then I'll decorate the box off camera. Then I'll just come back and show you everything. So I'm going to decorate this little slider box with I've got a couple of leftover the background papers that I printed out, so I'm going to use that. But I also have some sparkly silver paper or cardstock here. I'm thinking I may use that also on the box, possibly, and the cover here on the spine. I haven't covered the spine, so I'm thinking I may wrap a piece of this around the spine, and you know, bring it to about here, and that will be my decoration for my spine. Okay, so I'm going to go away and put all of this together, and I'll be back. Okay, so I've basically finished putting everything where I want it to, and I've put that that blingy cardstock on the spine there. So I am going to put this on the cover, the little snow globe, but I'm just deciding where I want to, and I ended up putting this little pocket in the front here, the little window. And I've just sort of spread all the other little pockets and embellishments throughout. So some in this signature and some in the second signature here. So that's that little pocket there. These cute little things here. I actually would really love the owl on there, because I do love owls, but I haven't printed it out twice, so I won't worry about that, doing that. I put the little envelope in there, and this little pocket here, and that's it. So now I was thinking about how I'm going to put my signatures in. So I'm thinking that I don't really want to sew them in because, well, one reason is that I've already put this on, and like I don't really want any sort of, you know, some string sort of showing on the outside there. I probably should have, if I was going to sew them in, I would have sewed them in before I glued this down. But what I'm thinking about is using ribbon to just tie them in. And I was thinking about silver, but, you know, and having it as a bit of decoration on the spine. But then I'm looking at the gold, because this ribbon here, that's going to be the closure, you can see that these, the little stars on there are actually gold. So it may not hurt to add a little bit of gold. So I'm just gonna, oh excuse me, it's actually night time now. I've been doing this all day. Okay, so I'm gonna cut a long length of that for my first one, and then I'll do the same. I mean, this is probably way too much, but it's better too much than not enough. Or the other way I thought is that I could tie the bows on the outside, because that would also make a nice little decoration. So let's see, let's just try with one of the signatures. If I do it this way, still putting that signature where I want it, so you know, they're not on top of each other. So this one's going to come over first. Do it really tight, and I think I'll do a knot so that it's not going to come undone. So a little bow here. And obviously I can trim that off. Okay, so that's holding, oops, I just bent those pages. So that's holding that one in there, about there, that's good. It's a little bit thick maybe in the centre. Just crease this and then it will sort of get used to it folding like that. Okay, so now I've got space for the second signature just in here. Like that. And get my second piece. And so that's going to go on this part of the spine. Make sure I don't get everything else tangled in there. So let's just pull that, try to make the ends even. Then I can tie this one down this end, more towards this end. Just take that bow out of there. I'm going to make this bow a little bit smaller. I actually need this end a little bit longer. Just push that signature back in. Yeah, it's a little bit fiddly. It's probably an easier way of doing this, but I think it's going to look nice. I don't think I did the first one quite tight enough, so I'm trying to get this one tighter. So we're going to hold that knot there. Alright. And another little bow. Oh, that's not right. There. Yep, I think that looks okay. I think that looks really sweet. Now, of course, the only thing that I've got to make sure is that this is going to fit into the box, but I'm pretty sure it will, because if you remember when we tested out the box, when we made it, there was a fair bit of room next to the journal. Alright, so let's do a bit of trimming. There we go. I don't know if you can see the shine on that in this light, but it's very, very shimmery and shiny. So it looks really nice anyway. Now I'm going to glue this onto the cover. Do I need something? I feel like I need something else on here now. Something gold. If I could tie a little bow, I would do it, but I'm not very good at fiddly little bows. Anyway, I'm just going to glue this down. On there, and there we go. That's our, let's have a look at these signatures again. Yep, the pages are all in there nicely, they're not going anywhere. And just tie it all together like this. There. And that's our cute little journal, and I will do a proper flip through at the end, but I need to go now and cover the little box. So this video is getting really long, so I'm going to go off camera to actually cover the box. Yeah, and that fits in there nicely. Just can sort of tuck it in. And then we should be able to fit, hopefully you should be able to fit the little slider across the top. I hope so anyway. If not, I'll just have to make my box again, won't I? Maybe make it a little bit bigger. But yeah, I'm going to go and cover the box and I'll be back. So this is my finished project, and I'll probably decorate the lid of the box a little bit more. So I decorated the whole box with the paper and put some of that beautiful sparkly paper around the edges. Now my box is a little bit tight, and I think it's because my journal is probably a bit bulkier because of the ribbon. Because we have this ribbon on this side and then we have one on that side, so it's kind of squashing this a little bit. But anyway, I'll remember that for next time, or I'll try and cut the box slightly bigger. But I am really happy with this. I think it's really so cute. I mean, wouldn't that be just such a lovely gift for someone, or you know, even just for yourself to record your Christmas memories in. So that's the spine. You saw how we did the spine, and I put my little snow globe on the cover, and then inside I've put my little window pocket here, those cute little foxes. I've done the deckled edging on the pages. And there's a pocket there. Little pocket here. You are enough. And that's the middle of that signature. Got 2 pockets here. And we have that little fox with the little rabbit inside. Lovely papers. This long pocket here with a little card with a cute little Highland cow and a fox. You could turn this into a little notebook. Just put some papers inside there. These 2 little pockets. We've got the cute little owl and the fox. Little envelope there. This is another little card. And that is our completed little mini journal. So if you haven't yet got the box for the mini journals, I will, all my links are below, so you can go to my Ko-fi site or my Facebook group or my website. My website has a free printables library, and you just have to join the newsletter to get access to that one. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this cute little project. I really enjoyed making it. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.